Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is not a Let's Play. This is an update video. I did one of these last year for my it was a bit more of an important video. Well, important's a strong word, but a more meaningful video last year because that was like the 1-year anniversary of me having come back from LPs. And this is, you know, like the 2-year anniversary, which isn't as important for some reason, even though you would think a 2-year anniversary would be twice as important. But, you know, if you hear someone's having their 2-year anniversary and they're celebrating it, it's like, okay, it's a little weird, but, you know, whatever. You do you. But, you know, it's our 2-year anniversary, or my 2-year anniversary, however you want to think of it. And we're going to do a bit of a, kind of a rundown of the year. Also, there should be some Monster Hunter footage fading in the background sometime soon, just to provide something to watch / see, so that it's not just a completely black screen or a black screen with very quick text that I probably make in GIMP in like 30 seconds. What was that? What am I talking about? It's an update video. Yeah, also, apologies to Monster Hunter World, because this mission, this gameplay you're about to see, is not a very good representation of what it looks like. The mission goes on for a long time, and there's a lot of running around chasing monsters, because they fly away, and the Ancient Forest sucks, and I hate it. And it's also not, like, super great quality, because I only started playing the game like a week ago. So, because I picked it up, I think, sometime during the Steam sale, even though I didn't buy the game on Steam. I just got a Steam key. But yeah, so we're just kind of like talk through the stuff I did. It was a very busy year, actually. I looked through it. I've uploaded over 300 videos since this time last year, which is insane. It's like 320 or something, I think. Something like that. I kind of looking through the YouTube pages or whatever that filter by like 50 or something. Maybe my quick and dirty math's a little off, but right around the start of last year. Technically, it was started in 2018, not 2019. But the first new LP that was started basically was Star Ocean, which is a really short but quite good LP. But the problem was that it was so short that I kind of forget that I've done it sometimes. Because it was only like 20 parts, because that game was like way shorter than I thought it was. But that was a really, really fun LP in all honesty. I mean, I beat it like over the course of like a week or two. Just like a few long sessions. And then we also wrapped up Final Fantasy IV. I mean, that was more of a 2018 LP, but the conclusion of that came in early 2019, oh god, that game, because the problem for people who don't know about Final Fantasy IV is that I played the PC version, and the PC version has a hard mode because it's based on like the mobile iOS port, and I kind of picked the hard mode without really paying attention. And the hard mode is extremely imbalanced because it's just every boss has twice as much HP and does like almost double damage, so the game's like almost impossible. I mean, not really. It's mainly also because I didn't remember how augments worked and stuff because they never explain it, and it just made the playthrough a total dumpster fire. Then there was also the end of the EU4 series. I've got a few notes, by the way. I don't just know this off the top of my head. And I guess I could like actually look at the YouTube videos to give you dates, even though there's no real point in that. But I think I will. Where's my channel? God, I've uploaded so many freaking videos, dude. But we did EU4, which was, I think that one also maybe started in 2018 and was wrapped up in 2019. As I scroll through, God, the new YouTube studio is so bad. I mean, I know that's like everyone knows this by now probably, but it's so bad. It's so much worse than the old one. But let's see. Yeah. EU4 was started in like December or November of 2019 or 2018. But it got wrapped up. That was an interesting LP. It's also the last time I played EU4, which is kind of surprising. Well, actually, no, it's not the last time. I did do one playthrough at some point. or one campaign off screen. But you know, that's like my most played game of all time, and I just, you know, it's gone down a bad road, I think, recently. There's a few changes that were made that, even though everyone agrees they were bad, the dev team won't change them. And they're like, oh, we'll change them in the next update. We're not updating the game for like a year, though. So everyone just has to deal with it. But I mean, that's an entirely other conversation. I'm not a Paradox Grand Strategy YouTuber, so I'm not gonna go too deep into that. But that was fun, you know, playing one of my favorite games and being very bad at it. That playthrough was so bad. It makes me look like I'm really bad at the game, and I'm really not that bad. So the first entirely new series for 2019 was the 999 Zero Escape, which was this year started off really hot with that and Star Ocean. Like, I think 999 was one of the better Let's Plays I've done this year. Probably third. I would say it was the third best LP. And the best was, I don't know. It's kind of hard to decide. Like, I don't know if I like Trails or Digimon more. I think I enjoy. Well, I don't know. Trails did make me salty at times, but I mean, I feel like a lot of this is going to be talking about those two LPs in particular because they were just such a big part of the channel this year because they were so long. I mean, Trails was like my first 60-part LP. It was 66 parts. Several of those were like over an hour. So I mean, it's probably actually no. Digimon's going to be longer because of all the bonus episodes are probably going to take it like close to 80 videos in total, which is ridiculous. Yeah, Trails is probably my favorite LP I think I've ever done. I don't know. It's hard to say because I think Trails was more interesting to me because it's hard to put it. Like, both Trails and Digimon kind of emphasize why LPing is so fun, but for different ways. Like, the Trails LP really showed like how LPing can be fun even if no one's watching the stuff you put out. Like, just doing it on my own, like for my own enjoyment, like that playthrough of the game became so much more memorable and meaning to me because I did an LP of it. And Digimon, on the other hand, was, granted, I mean, that's also a really good game that I enjoyed a lot, but it kind of showed the other half fun of LPing is that you put out a video and people watch it and enjoy it. I assume, hopefully, people enjoy it. It'd be kind of weird if like, fuck, dude, this asshole put out another video. I guess I've got to go watch it. Ugh. I mean, there are some weirdos who act like that, though. But hopefully they're in the internet minority. But, you know, Trails is like a really long LP. It lasted from March to August? Wait, did it last that long? No. When did I start Trails? Was it really that long of an LP? Holy shit, it was, dude. The first video was up on March 6th, and the last video was August 1st. I did not realize it was that long of an LP. God, dude. But I just kind of skimmed over 999, by the way. But that was an interesting LP, simply because it's a visual novel, right? Thankfully, it's a visual novel with voice acting, like at least for most of the scenes, so it wasn't like completely impossible. Because that's really I liked visual novels more when I was younger, I guess I would say. I haven't actually like read a new one in like maybe 5 years. But those are probably the closest thing to like visual novels we'll get on the channel, because there is some gameplay associated with them, and they've got voice acting, so I'm not just like killing my voice talking for 30 hours. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say. Because also those LPs would take forever if I had to read every line of dialogue. Because 999 is relatively short and it was still like 30 parts. And Virtue's Last Reward, the sequel, which I think I've mentioned this like every few videos, is actually, I fully recorded an LP of it back in August. It is 60 parts. I'm going to start uploading those soon. Probably when Digimon ends, I think is when we're going to start uploading Virtue's Last Reward. That or XCOM, whichever one ends first. I think XCOM's gonna end first. I think there's like I've probably got like 2 or 3 more videos of XCOM left. Hopefully. I still haven't finished recording that game. Which, speaking of XCOM, that really just shows this was the year of long LPs. Like, Trails was 60 parts, lasted like 5 months. XCOM was started back in June, still going on. But, I mean, that's partially just because like I don't record the damn game. I'm too lazy. I don't know. Recording that game is intimidating because even though I'm not playing on Iron Man, I don't want to ever reload. Like, reload my save. I haven't. Well, I had to do it once, like in the second video. But other than that, you know, it's been a non-save scum playthrough, and it's like it's intimidating to play because I take these breaks from it, and then I don't want to return because I'm like, well, I haven't played in a while, and if I mess up in a mission and someone dies, it's over, dude. I'm you know, there's like more pressure to perform, I guess, in that. Simply because if you, like, someone dies, it's gonna make the campaign take longer. Or I'll have to reload a mission, and I don't want to do that. So, I will be, I think the plan is to try and finish that either today or tomorrow. To just sit down, make some time, and finish recording that series. But yeah, Trails lasted a long time, the first one. Then we did Digimon, which is kind of probably the most interesting LP I've done this year, mainly because, you know, people watched it, which was nice, and it's really kind of reinvigorated the channel, I guess you could say. It went from, you know, maybe one person watches the video to at least a couple people watch the video, which is really nice and makes me happy. But I mean, it's, you know, it's probably I don't really play new games, and even though it wasn't a new game, you know, I did put that video out basically on release, well, like, basically release day of when the PC and Switch port came out. So, you know, I actually got some people to watch it. That was cool. You know, we're able to truck along with basically a video a day, so we got that series done. Well, it's still not technically done, but we beat the story at least, which is cool. So I'm just glad that didn't, like, drag forever. That game was so much better than I thought it was going to be. Like, and I even went in thinking it was going to be pretty good, and it was still, like, much better. Gives me hope for the series. That hopefully future installments will be as good. And I haven't even played Hacker's Memory yet, and I've heard it's supposed to be just as good. Which also, I guess we'll talk quickly about Hacker's Memory. And just future plans in general. Well, there were a few LPs that I didn't mention that we did. Blaze Black 2, Pokemon. I guess we'll transition into Pokemon when we talk about future of the channel here in a minute. Like the plans for this year. Anything else? Final Fantasy V, that was also done after Trails. That's kind of like well, that game ended up being longer than I thought it was going to be. The idea was for it to be a short-ish series in between Trails 1 and Trails 2. Because I just didn't want to play the games back to back, since Trails was so long, and I'd never played a game as long as it on the channel before. And then I did Digimon right after, and it was even longer. So, you know, what do I know? But at least, I mean, Digimon and Trails are very different games. Let me see, anything else to mention? But yeah, just going for future plans going forward. I mean, I do have to wrap this up somewhat soon. I think I only have like 20 minutes of Monster Hunter footage. I guess I could look real quick. Let me see, how long is that video? I cannot. Where's my folders? Just to give myself a rough time. Can I open this while I'm recording? I think I can. Okay, I've got 23 minutes of Monster Hunter footage, so I need to wrap up before then. And we're at 14 minutes, so we're making good time here. So yeah, future of the channel. I mean, right now we're doing Trails. We're gonna wrap up Digimon. Don't know exactly how long that's gonna take. I've only got up to like bonus episode 5 recorded. I'm gonna record some more today. It's still early morning on the 3rd, or the 2nd, I mean. Also, I think this is gonna be the only video that goes up today. I meant to mention that at the beginning, but I didn't because I'm a dummy. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna upload any other videos today, just this update video. And after that, we'll go back to completely normal upload schedule, which I don't really know what that's going to be. I've been doing one a day for Digimon, even though that's not actually like my recording schedule, like my set recording schedule or upload schedule, has been Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I take Tuesdays and Thursdays off. With Saturday being its own slot, and then Monday and Wednesday be like, well, Monday and Friday would be one series, and then Wednesday and Sunday would be another. Is like that's my set recording schedule. But that's been kind of thrown out of whack because of Digimon and wanting to put out one video a day, so that didn't last forever, and because there was an actual demand for the series, especially at the start when I wanted to have a decent number of videos out near release, just because. What was I saying? Future of the channel. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up Digimon. Really begin Trails. I mean, the video where we beat the prologue just went up yesterday, so still got a long way to go in that. XCOM we'll be finishing up in the next couple of weeks. I know that's not like a series anybody watches, but which granted I don't blame them because it just went on for way too freaking long. But yeah, do that. When either Digimon or XCOM finishes, we'll do Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Very fun LP. Been wanting to put it out for a while, just haven't had a good spot for it because it's real long too. When Trails finishes, I'm probably not going to jump into Trails 3, probably fill the slot with like FF6 or something. Do like another one of those at my quest to play all the mainline Final Fantasy games on the channel. Looking forward to that because Final Fantasy VI is my favorite Final Fantasy. Well, I wouldn't say by far. It's by far my favorite actually. Hacker's Memory is tentatively on the docket for 2020. Here's the thing about Hacker's Memory. I also want to play Digimon Survive when it comes out, but I don't know when that game comes out. I know it's like supposed to come out in 2020, but like when? I don't know, dude. Like if it's end of year 2020, we might try and sneak Hacker's Memory in there. But like here's the thing is I don't want to play two Digimon games back to back basically. So I don't want to start Hacker's Memory right after Cyber Sleuth finishes. Just because, I mean, you know, I need a break from Digimon. I assume maybe other people also need a break. Because, I mean, it's going to be like a 70-part LP at this point. Like, I just don't want to do them back-to-back like that. So I might take a bit of a break, and when Survive gets more concrete, like, release date, because I would like to play it. And basically the thing I want to avoid is I don't want to still be playing Hacker's Memory on the channel when that game comes out, and I don't want the situation is where I just finish Hacker's Memory and then say that game comes out like a week after or something. So really, when we play Hacker's Memory will depend on when that game comes out, basically. And also, if it's bad, I may not play it, but the plan is to play it, unless it's just like I hear it's god-awful. Other potential things, more like not quite as set in stone, probably going to play Yeast 2 when XCOM finishes, or something as like a Saturday series. You know, kind of like one video a week, a little bit longer. I've played two other Yeast games on the channel. I played Yeast Origin, that was like my big LP last year. Still one of my favorite LPs that I've done actually. Probably like top 5. Then we did do Yeast 1 this year. It was like a very short series because that game is short. But we'll play the second one. The second one's basically just a better version of the first game with like an actual story and better combat, or more interesting combat. It's also a bit longer, but it's still on the short side, so it won't be something that goes on for like months and months, which will be nice. Nice change of pace considering I've been playing so many long games lately. Other things, Pokemon, as I kind of mentioned, you know, I play a lot of Pokemon on this channel, even though I'm pretty disillusioned with the state of that franchise right now, as I kind of talked about a lot in Blaze Black 2 at the end of it, you know. And I'll talk a little bit about it in Digimon, but I think the plan for Pokemon is to either do a spin-off game, like maybe one of the mystery dungeons, or maybe one of the 6th gen ROM hacks, like Wilting Y, or one of the ones for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, since I believe I can record the 3DS emulator and everything works right, since 3DS emulation has gotten to the point where it's like stable for the most part. Like I played through a decent bit of, what was it, Ultra Sun, and I didn't really run into too many problems. So I think that's something we could do now, potentially. I don't know. It's on the cards. The Wilting Y ROM hack in particular is so good. I would love to do a series on it. You know, it's very similar to like the Blaze Black stuff, where it's like the same style, where it's like the base game is the same, like the story and everything is just all the, almost a Digimon actually, all the Pokemon and like rosters and moves and stuff are all revamped and made better and balanced, and it's all hard and cool and stuff. But yeah, those are kind of the tentative plans for the future. You know, Hacker's Memory / Digimon Survive on the Digimon front, Pokemon maybe a spin-off or a 6th gen ROM hack. For the JRPG front, gonna wrap up Trails 2, and then when that finishes, maybe slot in just some ideas off the top of my head. Final Fantasy 6, Star Ocean 2 maybe. You know, kind of started this video off talking about it. I've never played the second one, so that would be, well, I've played the first like 6 hours or so, like 4 to 6 hours. So that would be like almost a mostly blind LP. So, you know, one of those two probably. Maybe start Trails 3 sometime at the end of this year. I don't know. Kind of depends on just stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard to, you know, let's just say at the end, when I did this video last year, I was not planning on playing any of the games I played this year. So it's hard to judge that stuff, basically. Like, probably of all the games, so all the new LPs we did this year were Star Ocean, Zero Escape, Trails in the Sky, Yeast 2, Blaze Black 2, Pokemon that is, XCOM, Final Fantasy V, and then Digimon. I would not have predicted any of those as being something I was going to do in the year 2019, at the start of 2019, so who knows what I'll end up playing. I think I've got a bit more of a plan this time, but yeah. I guess that's going to be it. I can't think of too much else. You know, it's been a lot of fun doing LPs, especially, you know, recently. I'm glad that either old people came back to watch the Digimon stuff and we got some new people in. Hopefully they'll stick around to watch some non-Digimon stuff. And if not, that's fine. You know, it'll be coming back eventually. So, you know, you can stick around and wait for that. Whatever floats your boat. What does that phrase even mean? Who first said floats your boat? Like, it's one of the, I don't know, dude. Idioms are dumb and stupid. I don't like them. Even, I mean, I do kind of like them, but they're still dumb and stupid and bad. I think we're going to go ahead and cut it off here. I just want to really make sure I've mentioned everything, because, you know, I only do these once a year. I don't really do very many update videos at all. So, you know, got the future plans. We know what we're gonna do. I'm almost out of Monster Hunter footage, so I'm gonna actually stop here for now. Seriously, I'm XShe's87. Stay tuned for, you know, LPs that are coming, real videos. Sorry, this is probably gonna be all that get uploaded today. Gonna be recording some more videos right after this. You know, building up that backlog again, because I've really run out over the holidays when I haven't been able to record. But, you know, we're back in the saddle. Let's go. Bye, guys.